Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. If you are new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you are returning, then welcome back. Today I wanted to share with you all my go-to foundations. If you guys are interested in seeing what my go-to foundation, my favorite foundations are at the moment, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I'm first going to start off with my drugstore foundation. I literally just have one drugstore foundation that I use. L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup Foundation. And the reason I have two is because one shade is a little bit lighter than the other. I tend to mix my foundations if I feel like it's super light or if it's too on the bronzer side. So the shades that I use is the N3. This is Natural Buff shade, and then this Natural Beige shade and W4. So this W4 is a little bit on the tanner side, and this one's a little bit on the lighter side. But I love this foundation, and the reason I love this is because it has the sunscreen and it's not very heavy on your face. Like, it'll cover some of like your dark spots, and honestly I really love this foundation. I tend to use this on like weekly basis. On the weekend is where I switch to like my other foundations, but this is one of the foundations that the drugstore foundations that is my go-to and my all-time favorite. I think it's under $10, so that's my favorite drugstore foundation. My second foundation that I've been wearing for a few months, and it was recommended to me, is the LA Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation. So this foundation, guys, when I say this foundation is amazing, it's freaking amazing. I can't believe I didn't know about this foundation until they recommended it to me, but it's so full coverage. So on here it says it's medium to full coverage, but for me it's more on the full coverage side. And the shade that I use is the natural shade. So this is a natural shade, and honestly this is this reminds me of one of the foundations that I'm going to show you guys right now, but this is more on the full coverage. It says medium to full, and it also says it's smooth, long-wearing, flawless looking finish, and it is so true. Once you apply it, you get this like flawless, glowy look, and it lasts all day. Honestly, like I don't have like, usually I have like my T-zone is what gets like oily, but no, with this it's amazing. It's just amazing. This is only like $7, I think, and you can find it at Ulta and on their website. But I recommend this foundation. Like, you guys have to try it. At first I was kind of like because it was like $7, and I was like, I don't know if I want to put that on my face, but guys, try this foundation. Like, go buy it. My foundation that's very similar to the LA Girl one, and you know what, it's so crazy because I used to use this foundation years ago, but I don't think I was using it right, or I probably had the wrong shade. But it's the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. This I used to use like years ago. I stopped using it. I don't know why. I just decided to stop using it, but I think it was super light, so it didn't look good on my face because I didn't have the right shade. Started using it again, and I was like, how come I stopped using this foundation? Like, so amazing. This is the Makeup Forever HD foundation, and oh my god, amazing. And this is in the shade Y345. So this foundation I got it a little bit on the tanner side, because the one that I used to have, it was very light, so I just ended up getting this on the tanner side. I just always make sure to bring down my foundation down to my neck so that it's even throughout my face and my neck. So this is the foundation I love, and again, this is in shade Y345. This foundation, I wouldn't say it's full coverage. It's very light. It's on the more of a like light coverage, light to medium. You can put like one layer and then add another layer and it'll cover a little bit more, but it's not full coverage. So if you're looking for a full coverage foundation, this is not the one. If you're looking for a light coverage foundation, I recommend this one. And this, it's so crazy because these are pretty similar, but just this LA Girl, it's a little bit on the full coverage. But yeah, I love this foundation. It's around $44, something like that, like around the $40 range. So, and I'm actually wearing it right now, so I don't know if you guys can see, it's not super tanned. Once you add like your concealer, your setting powder, kind of evens it out. But I love this foundation, so it's the one I'm wearing right now, and I honestly love it, and it will last me all day. And I know it's a light coverage, but I add a few layers, so that's why it kind of looks like full coverage. That I'm going to share with you guys, it's my Too Faced foundation. This is the Born This Way by Too Faced, and I've been using this for a few years now, and I just love this foundation. I will never trade it. I hope they never get rid of it, but it's on the shade that I use is the Natural Beige shade. Again, it's a little bit on the tanner side, but it works for me, especially like I said, once I add like my concealer, my setting powder, it evens it out. This foundation is medium to full coverage. I'm gonna say it's more on the full coverage. If you want it to be a medium coverage, don't add too much product on your face, but I tend to add a lot of product so that it can be like full-on coverage on my face. And I love this foundation. I use this, I pair this with my Too Faced concealer, which I love. But this is another that I recommend, and this is only like the $30 range. It does not go more than $40, but I honestly love this foundation. I will not trade it. I will use it over and over, and I just love it. Like, it's so good. My next foundation, these are like, I love these foundations. I'm leaving these till the end because these are ones that I had been wanting to try for a really long time. These are more on the pricier side, but they are worth it. I promise, go buy these foundations because they are so worth it. This is a DIOR foundation, and this foundation is one of my favorites. Honestly, all of them are my favorite, but this one is one of my go-to foundations. And I don't know, I think I went to Sephora and I was looking, like, I want to try another foundation because I always had like the same ones, and I was like, I need to be more open to other options. So I was like, what about if I tried the DIOR? That's exactly what I did. So this is a DIOR Forever foundation, and this is in the shade 3N. I go from the 2.5N to the 3N. This is a 24-hour wear high perfection skin caring foundation with sunscreen. So that is also one of the reasons that I got this foundation. It has sunscreen, it's 24-hour wear, leaves your face super smooth. Like, guys, when I say smooth, I wish I can show you. Let me swatch a little bit on here. And by the way, it smells so good. It smells like a perfume. Do you see that? It's, oh my god, it's just so freaking good. And it smells so good. So at first I was a little hesitant because my face is really sensitive, so I thought the fragrance was gonna irritate my face, but it did not. It actually did the opposite. It kind of soothed my face. Again, it has sunscreen, it has 35 SPF, and it is just so freaking good. It leaves your face super smooth. Foundation ranges around $54, I believe, but it's my favorite, guys. Please try it. If you guys have tried any of the foundations that I'm talking about and you guys didn't like it, or if you guys love it, If you guys want to try them, leave a comment down below. I want to know if you guys like them as much like them as much as I did. And then my last go-to foundation that I love a lot, like I try to use this one the least because it's expensive, but it's amazing, and it's very similar to the Dior foundation that I love. And honestly, I know a lot of people like this foundation, and I can say that I am with all those people because this foundation is so freaking good. It's the way it leaves your face is like just super smooth. Like I don't even know how to explain it, but this is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is in the shade 5.5. So this is the shade I use, 5.5. And I've been using this for I think over a year. And again, since I have these other foundations, I try to like rotate them in between. $65, I believe, but I recommend it 100%. It's super light. You can layer the foundation. Some people might think it's super light. You can see like maybe if you have like some dark spots, you'll be able to see them, but you can layer it and it won't leave it patchy. It doesn't like peel off the foundation, because I know there's some foundations that if you layer it, it'll start peeling off the first layer that you applied. This will not happen with this foundation, but I recommend it. That's basically it, guys. These are all my go-to foundations that I've been wearing, using, for some of them for over a year, some of them for maybe like 8 months, some of them for 2 years, and then like I said, the Makeup Forever one, I had used it in the past, I left it, and then I came back to it. So anyways, I hope you all enjoyed my video. If you guys have tried any of these foundations, and if you love them, comment down below. I want to know which ones you tried. If you guys have new foundations that you want me to try, me to just film a video trying them, I can do that as well. This is basically it. If you guys enjoyed my video, make sure to comment down below, turn that bell notification on so that you know when I post my next video, and then don't forget to subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!